Draft 21 here, and today we're going to be showing like the top 5 or 6 most overrated cars in Greenville. I know there are some pretty overrated cars in this game. This isn't one of them because you can't buy it anymore, obviously. So, sorry, like, hard to find. So, let's get on to the number 6 and number 5 spot. I don't really know. Alright, so for the first car, it's a pretty obvious one. Of course, it's like a Dodge Charger or Challenger Hellcat. Basically, both of these, you'll find them in every single server in this game, because, like, everyone has one. Like, even me. I just bought this for the video. I'm not going to keep this after the video. I'm probably going to sell it. But we're going to show you how to drive real quick, see if it's actually good or not. But, yeah, I have owned, like, other Challengers. I've owned these Challengers for quite a while. I don't drive them, but, yeah, I've owned them. So, let's see how good this car really is. It has a manual. It's like one of the only trims on the manual. So, it's okay. It's got a decent acceleration. But for 100K, I would have thought it would be better, though. It does weigh a lot, though. See if I hit 150 past truck planet. Okay, actually can. It has a pretty high top speed, but it gets there, like, kind of slow. Yeah, 203. It gets there, like, kind of slow, though. That's the thing. But it's a decent car, but like the people who own one just kind of they ruin it. I'm just saying they ruin it. This is just a stock Charger. Oh god, but this is just a stock Charger. But the things I've seen people customize them, yeah, they're bad. They are bad. I'm gonna show a few pictures of them on the screen right now of some builds I've seen. Yeah, those are bad. But this one's actually pretty decent because it's stock. So it's still overrated, but sometimes it is. I don't know. Let's go on to the next car. Okay, so the next overrated car in this game, like it's still overrated, but not as overrated as the Charger. But it's the BMW M3 CS. Like I've seen this thing in like quite a bit in servers, but not the wagon version. I always see the sedan one. I bought the wagon version. I wanted to be a bit different, but still I see quite a bit of M3s and M3 CSs. But yeah, this thing's actually pretty good to drive, and like it's kind of worth it to be honest. But it's still overrated though. And yeah, I'm gonna show you how to drive now. Like, I'm just saying, this thing actually gonna drive pretty good. Like, even though it's real to drive though, so that's what I like about it. But yeah, let's do a launch with it real quick. Second gear. Go. As you can see, it's definitely quicker than the Charger. Like, this thing's pretty quick. And top speed's only like 191 is the top speed. It's a pretty good top speed. It's a pretty good car to be honest. But if it it'll be even better if it wasn't as overrated as it is right now. Oh, actually, oh my god. And it's pretty good to drift with too. So overall, it's a pretty good car, but it's just a bit overrated to be honest. Let's get on to the next car. All right, next car on the list is the C7 Corvette Z6. I always usually see the Z6. I sometimes see the ZR1. But the Z6 I see more often. It's always the Hennessy version, which I don't have. The only Hennessy one is the limited one. But this one's also still overrated too. But I don't see it as much, but when it came out, this thing was so, like, you would see it everywhere. Like, you would not go on a server without seeing this thing. And the reason why is because it's actually way faster than the old one. Because, like, the old one was pretty decent, but this one is just quick. Like look at this. Still quick, yeah, but the ZR1 is even quicker. Like, it still can hit top speed. Look, it hits top speed, like, right at the roundabout. And that was just a short distance, too. Like, it's a good performance car. Like, I swear, all the overrated cars have really good performances. The worst car so far was the Charger, of course, because, like, yeah, it's kind of slow and heavy, so. This thing really isn't heavy, or as heavy, but it's still pretty fast. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Barely. Okay. Alright. So, pretty good. It's only 80K too. That's the crazy thing. This thing's actually pretty cheap. Less than 100K. So, if you want to get one, just get one if you want. You don't have to, but you can. So, let's go on the next car. Alright, this one's also a pretty obvious one, the Tesla Model S Plaid. This thing, you could see literally everywhere. Whenever someone is, like, trying to fly down the road at, like, 200,000 miles an hour, they'd obviously be in this thing. This thing is ridiculously quick for under 200K, and that's why everyone owns one. So, Yeah, if you see this in the server, you're probably gonna get launched to space, or they're probably just gonna lose all their wheels before they even hit you. Just matters about the fact how good their driving skill is. So let's show you what I mean. Like, this thing is ridiculously quick for the price. So I'm just gonna launch it. Not bad. It's like, okay. Yeah, this thing picks up speed pretty quick. Really, really quick. It's already at 200. And we barely passed like, something. But yeah. Like, this thing, oh. See, like, look, you lose a wheel so fast in this thing. This thing, like, crumbles, like, into pieces. Like, I just barely flipped there, and I lost the wheel somehow. That's how durable this car is. Not very durable. But still quick. Yeah. And it's got this active wing, too. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's still kind of overrated. So, yeah. Okay, let's get on to our final car now. Alright, we're now here on the final car, and this thing, I swear, this thing is the most common car I always see in Greenville, and most overrated. Look, I put the license plate as it too. Too common, because it literally is. I see this thing in every server. I cannot go on a server without being, like, I'm in a private server right now, and, like, sometimes in a private server, like, it's only way to get away from this thing. I always see this thing in, like, every server, and it's sometimes always in, like, a horrible build, or sometimes it's actually pretty decent. This one's pretty decent. I kept the stock wheels on it, because I think they actually look pretty good. But, yeah, like, at first, it was a pretty cool car, but now, it's just, like, so used that, yeah. It's pretty good to take pictures with, though. But, yeah, but this thing, it was only 48 grand, but, yeah, it's just a 340i. I don't know why everyone, like, crazed about it so much, more than the M3. But let's just, like, I'm gonna show you the performance of this thing. Gears are really short on this thing, I don't know why. It's quick, it's decently quick for the price, only like less than 50k. It is okay performance, like top speed's only 156. And of course you have this crackle tune, which like I heard every single day. Like, and the thing that really kills it off for me is it's not a manual. If this thing was a manual, I'd probably be driving this way more than, like, jokes. I don't really drive this thing at all. I don't drive this. But yeah, that's the list for me of the most overrated cars in Greenville. So, yeah. And yeah, this thing, like, always, like, crashes. That concludes the list for the most overrated cars in Greenville. I'll be friggin' don't go watch Gold's GP. He's terrible. Yeah. See y'all soon, I guess.